Hi all, welcome back to more Skies Above Britain. This is Chapter 1, Patrol 4, Part 3. Okay, so I've just released Part 1 of Patrol 4 out there, but not that long ago, so no comments as of yet. I keep getting comments about some things and I'm cringing all the time now because I seem to be getting an awful lot wrong. Although Tim gave me a little bit of praise there, then said good work fixing things. Whether you followed along with all that or not, Tim, yeah. But I suppose maybe you realise that I fixed it as best I could. And he says that it was another good patrol. Obviously that would be Patrol 3. And yeah, I mean, if you had said that 10 points is good, then we've averaged, 10... Was it 10, 11 and then 10 because we sneaked that other extra point back. Yeah, he had also added that. He says once you give yourself an extra point, but obviously he's not seen the video where I do decide to give myself that point back. That's because I do fix things. However, he's pulled up another one. However, I wasn't sure about this, but I should have looked more into it again. Grant, don't just think for it yourself. And I had to go and look it up in the rule book again, and this is the one that I got wrong, as in changing 2 rotters into a swarm, which, okay, we know that's all wrong, but it was how to deal with the combat. Right, now I've took a wee note. What did I do with the bit of paper? It's over there. Hang on. So I'm actually, I'd reply to Tim and says I think I'm just going to leave this because it's getting me starting to get confused, but I have now decided to try and make a fix to this as well. So again, this might mean nothing to anybody that's just started watching this, so it's at the beginning of the video, you can just move on forward if you're, not that serious about how I'm taking things, it seems. So what we had was, now I'm going to have to remember how, is that green 3? No, it's green 2, damn it. Right, let's just pretend these are together. Let's just pretend this is green 3 just for the moment, and this is green leader. And so hang on, what was it again? Yeah, we had this. So again, let's just think this is green 3, right? We had low ammo on this guy, right? And the situation was, and I've got the pilots written down who these are attached to. Now there was a bit of a muddle up, a bit of a error with the pilots because of I'd made the previous mistake. So this pilot is green 3. He's a green pilot, and it's Tansy. This pilot is green leader, and first I think, no, it wasn't green. This is green leader, and that's Grant, right? So that's the 2 pilots. So this was the end of the situation where I thought we still had, we had the swarm situation. So what we ended up with is the 2 109s. Now, green 2, which, okay, I know I'm saying that's green 2 there, but it had split off. It had become loose. It took one of the rotters with it, right? And we were left with this 1 rotter. However, the initial rotter had, and we do these in separate attacks, had put I'm not going to find that, am I? Right, let's just think this is a rudder, right? Number 7 rudder, right? So this was on this from the first attack. And then what I done was, and I must admit, I wasn't sure about this. I possibly didn't mention it on the recording, but I do recall sort of looking at this and wondering, because you've got these 2 and you've got to do the tail combat all at once, and like I said, at the moment this other guy is still here. I think how did it break off? Was it with the evade or something? Oh, I can't remember how it all broke down. No, it was a loose result we got. So we chose to have him going with that. Then that pilot went away. I can't remember what happened to him, but that was fine. That was irrelevant. And then this went away. But what I then done was, because the dogfight cycle goes, you place your fighters, you do your head-on combat, you then do your tailed manoeuvre. Now we had done a tailed manoeuvre. Can't remember what it was. I think it was probably just evade. They ended up getting a hit though, because that wasn't there previously. And this is for the first attack. So we'd done the tailed manoeuvre, and then tailed combat. Right now, then I moved on to the next card, which is tail in combat, and then hit checks. And then I resolved it all. This went away, and how did this go away again? Did we get we must have got a couple of reduces on the evade, with the evade or a vanish. I think it was 2 reduces. It went away, so I then started again here with this other fighter. However, I did sort of ponder on, should we be, because it says we do these individually. Now it says, tailed by 2 Luftwaffe fighter markers, draw a tailed dogfight card for each Luftwaffe fighter marker, selecting a manoeuvre for each of them. Draw the cards one at a time, applying results before applying the next card's result. If hit before drawing a card, the hit cancels the second manoeuvre. And that's talking about how you can do the manoeuvres. So that, along with, where's the other bit that talks about that? Is it not just previously? No, I think it's later on actually. Damn. Oh no, that's the page before. Against the multiple Luftwaffe fighter markers, the reinforcement result on the dogfight card adds a Luftwaffe fighter marker to the engagement. That can result in 2 markers being engaged with a section or RAF fighter in the same attitude. In that case, draw a separate dogfight card for each one. And I'm pretty sure it references somewhere else, because like I say, Martin had pointed out that it's in 2 places, and I think I came across it again in another area of the rules as well. Yeah, so the bit on page 13 is just reminding you that if you do a manoeuvre, and then the first guy has a hit, I think what you're meant to do is draw the 2 manoeuvres right away, and you're also meant to draw the 1 Luftwaffe advantage card for this and 1 for that. I mean, that's what it says. Draw a tailed dogfight card for each Luftwaffe fighter, right? So we've drawn them both, but they get dealt with separately. Selecting a manoeuvre for each of them. So maybe I would put the manoeuvre beside the dogfight card or something. So the manoeuvre for this dogfight is a slip, shall we say? No, I think it was an evade. So it was an evade, and this is before this hit is on, remember, right? So it's an evade and a turn, because that's what we would do with the next one. It's a turn. So I'll put an evade and a turn beside 2 Luftwaffe cards. But it says, draw the cards one at a time, applying results before applying the next card's result. If hit before drawing a card, the hit cancels the second manoeuvre. So the evade would do its thing. We created a hit, however, and that hit then cancels the second manoeuvre, because we can't do a manoeuvre while it's got damage. And that in itself kind of tells you that what happens is you place your fighters, as we've done. I mean, I guess they should kind of be like that. Each one of them have got a separate Luftwaffe advantage card, and let's just say that's where we've placed the manoeuvres, because we're tailed. We look at head-on combat, there's none. We do tail manoeuvre, well, we've already set up a manoeuvre, evade, and then we're going to do a turn. And then we carry out the tailed combat. So does it tell us on this card, resolve combat for the tailed area section or tailed independent fighter. Draw a dogfight card from the tailed deck and apply results for the tailed side. Read and apply all the results. After resolving tailed combat, or if there's no tailed combat, go to step D4. Well, we've not finished resolving the tailed combat, because this guy's done his thing, yes, but we need to now resolve this other one. And I think it's quite clear, although I don't feel too bad about sort of thinking that I should resolve this hit check and then go back to the beginning and start this one. But maybe you're looking at that and saying, well, I would have clearly understood that to be that they both happen at the same time. Fair enough if you do. I can see how, if I was watching somebody else's video or seeing somebody else doing that, I could see how they could do that. But so Tim's brought this to my attention, which is good. So, and I get this now. So we don't resolve this hit marker. So that causes a problem, and that's why I need to make a little fix. Because what we then do is, we've got the hit marker on, so we then carry out this tailed combat. Now, we did in fact select a turn manoeuvre. That shouldn't have counted because we're not allowed to do a manoeuvre anymore. That should have been cancelled, okay? However, I got lucky in that fact because the card that I drew, I won't try and, because this was the last patrol. The card that I drew did not have a turn symbol, and all it had on it was a hit, okay? So we drew the hit, and I've wrote it down here, and it was a 6 engine. Oh, that looks like a 6 engine. Remember, this one's not meant to be a cockpit, it's just rather than find it. So it was a 6, well, hang on. Let me stop here. Remember, the situation I've got is, this is away, right? This is away. This is happening. We do the turn, we miss the turn. We shouldn't be allowed to do the turn because he should still be there, and the hit marker's there. We get a hit, we apply the hit, and it's a 6 engine. I'm going to just put that off to the side. I prefer them that way. And it's a 6 engine. Okay, so, but what should have happened is this should have still been involved here with its 7 rudder hit, and this should have been away. Again, because I think it was, I want to say it was a reduce and then a reduce for the evade, so that should have then been away. But then we should be resolving this one. No turn allowed because, right, but that didn't matter, we got away with that. Now we've got a hit result, but this is still a section, and because I put the hit on that, what we now need to do is really hope that I randomise to that guy, and then there's nothing more I need to do. If, however, I randomise to this guy, there's some things I'm going to have to change. But, well, I seem to want to be fixing these things, so I went down that rabbit hole, and I think I did say to Tim I was going to leave this one, but here we are, doing it. So what I'm going to say is this is going to be even, right? And remember, this should be green 3. He's going to be even, and he's going to be odd. And I'm really hoping I'm going to roll an even result here, because that would make it simpler for me. Yes. That's really good. So, even being, that would have went on... Oh, no, it's not. It's not even I wanted, Grant. It was odd I wanted. Oh, yeah, goat. I did say that was even and that was odd, didn't I? Oh, man. Okay. I think I can still sort this. Well, actually, you know what? This could be better for us. It is going to be... No. You still need to roll for that, Grant. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't. I mean, okay, I've got to sort of say, right, this is how we would have done it. So, what happens then is, I think, this guy's okay now. And this was Grant, the pilot, who ended up in the bailout box. I actually think he's not. He's just going to be fine. Yeah, we can sort this. So, what we've done with this guy is, we rolled for his rudder 7, right? So let's just say that that's what we've done again. We've picked the rudder 7 instead of the engine 6. And you might say, well, engine 6 is a better roll, Grant. Yeah, you might well be right. Would I have done it that way? Maybe. We weren't over the channel. So the rudder box is so much better than the engine box, right? Regarding the hangar result. It's a 10 to 12 for the engine and a 6 to 12 for the rudder. And okay, the rudder box isn't so great if you know you're going to take a channel recovery marker with you, but we weren't. So I'm just going to say that we would use the 7 rudder result first, right? So what we rolled was a 3, so we failed it. This guy went to the rudder box. Remember that he's now got another hit, but because he's went to a fate box, this other one just goes back in the cup. It's trivial. He went to the rudder box, he bailed out. No, he didn't bail out from there. He then rolled good, and he landed. He was in the higher. So not an issue there. Okay, so good there. So what about the other guy? So the other guy was Grant, and we put him in the engine fate box. He must have failed there as well then. Yeah, he did. He failed the die roll result, but he managed to get a bailout result, and he was in the bailout box. And this is the one I got mixed up with Old, and it should have been Grant after fixing the previous sort of error. So what I'm going to now do with that, right, there's not much more I need to do as. Hopefully we've got this right. So Grant had been in the bailout box at the end of mission Patrol 3. So he now can't fly in Patrol 4. However, he shouldn't have been in the bailout box. He should have just been up here. So he could have participated in Patrol 4, but we're just going to say he didn't, and he's now just sitting out. I actually think he might have been fatigued anyway. He was fatigued anyway. So, shouldn't he actually be instead in the fatigue box? Yeah, he should actually be in the fatigue box, because that's where he should have been at the start of the patrol. Okay, I'm going with that. Again, more messy fixes. However, it's done until the next thing comes along. Because yeah, I'm getting caught out left, right, and centre about lots of things. Yeah, I noticed. I came across a comment when I was searching BGG last night for something. I don't think I mentioned it, but somebody had said that the rule book and the rules in this game are quite quite simple and whatever. It's quite an easy game to play, but there's lots of little bits that are there to catch you out. You can say that well, a lot of these games, they're complex affairs. This is, well, I think this is 3.5 weight wise on BGG or thereabouts, maybe above the 3.5. Actually, I think I might be giving that a bit more than it is. Maybe it's only 3.2 or something. And I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that difficult a game. I've struggled a bit with it, but some games get you that way. And but it's easy to get caught out. Really easy to get caught out with a lot of things. Okay, right. Can we get some gameplay? Yes, please. Yeah, well, we finished last night on a pretty good result, didn't we? I mean, okay, we've got all this stuff out of contact. These are still sectioned together, and this one's independent with no ammo. We did get somebody in the fate box, and that's myself. I'm a green pilot in the elevator fate box, which it's not terrible if I can get the hangar result. However, if I don't get the hangar result, well, the fact I'm green gives me a slightly better chance of failing the bailout, because if we bail out, we've got a channel recovery on us, and then we've got to go up to that horrible box up the top there, channel recovery, which is not good. So that was a bad result to it all. So there's a possibility this might be my last participation in the game, in the campaign. And we've still got red and yellow section, Flight A, sitting here with the bombers. And of course, the major good to all this was we got rid of, not just suppressed it, we removed the high station of 109s. And that's huge. And I want to say now we only need to roll a 5, I think it was, because the other one's in the head station here. I think we only need a 5 result. Well, that's where we're at, so let's just go. Here's the bomber's order. Yeah, we're going to resolve the bomber's orders, and if we succeed, we go to the bomber cycle. So let's just look at what we need to do to achieve that. Like I say, I've got a 5 in my mind, so I think that's what we're looking for. We are at the tail, so we're down the bottom here. But we want, but the only escort station we've got is in a head station. So we are low at the tail, so we are going to suffer this penalty. We are going to have to spend the fuel. However, the head station for 109s is just a 5 we need. Remember, we can reroll this once. And actually, I think I was looking at the wrong bit when it said the final die roll. That was the final die roll. I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm pretty sure you'll reroll this once. That would be silly. I'm not even going to look. So we've got a reroll for this if we fail this 5. I'd rather just get it out of the way and that'll be that. So, in fact, is it not? Yeah, it shows you the results on there. It says fuel each section. The formation spends 1 fuel. Yeah, does it not? Doesn't tell you about the reroll there, does it? No. Which is a bit odd, but oh yeah, there it is. There, sorry, my bad. Spend extra fuel to re-roll. See, so it does just sort of leaves it like you could be sort of scratching your head saying, okay, so I re-rolled the first time. Can I re-roll a second time? Spend more fuel? Maybe you can. The bit that I read last night said that you couldn't. It was final, but I think I was looking at a different bit. No, it wasn't. Intercept bombers. Fuel, extra fuel. After rolling the die, if you don't like the result, you may spend 1 fuel per section, roll again. Choose to do this, spend the fuel, slide the cubes, roll the dice. The new result is final. Yeah, I read that last night, didn't I? Right, for some reason I thought I was reading it. No, I was. Sorry, look. I was reading it from this last night, which is exactly the same wording, but this is under Intercept Escort here. And it tells you about the extra fuel. However, they're exactly the same, because if we move along here, this says exactly the same as this, I think. So it looks like there's slightly more text. You know what that is? Yeah, there's a slight note that you may spend extra fuel whether or not you were required to spend fuel by the interception table. Anyway, the new result is final for that, and the new result is final for that. So you only get 1 reroll, Grant. It's just, I think it would be a bit easier if you could just keep spending fuel. Well, you're eventually going to run out of fuel if you do terrible, but so a 5. We need a 5, and we can have 1 reroll. So let's just do this now, and let's just get this 5 and get out of the way. 10. Good. Excellent. Right, so our intercept bombers attempt is successful. So I think we could probably just follow the card here. Place area fighters in the bomber formation area and go to card B1 bomber cycle subdeck. Okay, easy. So we're going to take this off now. That's flight A, and we can remove that bomber marker. And we're now going to we're coming in from the tail actually, aren't we? So now we're going to bring our fighters down. We've got red section and yellow section. Yellow has our ace pilot as the leader, and red has a green pilot in number 3. So here we are. Our sections are both here, coming out the bombers. So we've got a chance again to disrupt all these, isolate them, get the points before they drop the bombs. Okay, we've only got 6 aircraft this time. No markers on the tiles at all. So the first, our disruption is going to be, the number is going to be 6 that we're looking for. So we need to work out which tile to pick first. I'll pause and think about that. I'm sure it's probably quite easy for yourselves to work out. What else was that? Yeah, so we're in the bomber cycle, but the very first card is obviously approach. So it's bomber cycle round 1. Area fighters must approach from the same angle they entered the bomber formation in the intercept phase. So that is the tail. Okay, so we've got to come in from the tail, and remember, if we get hit, we've got to draw another hit marker and take the wash one for round 1. Okay, so let me pause and work out what we're doing. Right, this seems quite a tricky one. It looks like right, my initial thinking is taking this one first. We would need a 6, and then see, it depends. I feel like I'm going to put more than one aircraft on this. I think this could be tricky to get all broken down in the first round. Like if I took one of them out first, that doesn't. It only isolates that. See that? Yeah, that doesn't. If I take this out first, this only isolates that. So I think we need to take this, this and this to achieve things. Is there a better way of doing it though? If we take that out, we're left with 5 tiles. If we then took that out, we're only going to be left with 3 tiles. So that last one's going to be a bit trickier to get. Maybe, however, we should just put things into this one and this one, or this one, this one. I don't think it matters. Yeah, and I'm going to take more chances this time, and I'm not going to put everything on the one bomber, because I seem to have had, whether it's just been luck, I've been able to take bombers out and then have pilot, and also you've got that the chance of making that mistake that I've made a few times, where a bomber destroyed and I bring it out of and then I look at the middle row and I should be looking at the top row because it should still be considered to be attached. Okay, where is yellow? It's yellow leader that's got the lucky charm. I need to remind myself again about the lucky charm. What is this again? Ace 50. 51. Lucky charm. During a dogfight or the burst step of bomber round, when you draw a dogfight, a bomber card, cancel an icon. Okay, so that's good, yeah. Okay, so we'll get him going first then. Okay, let me try and set something up. Okay, that was my initial thinking, and let's see, I'm not going to wear them all on the one bomber. Probably find it, maybe find that would have been better this time, but well. So, the issue is I'm going to go for this tile first. Actually, I don't think it matters, does it? Because if we went for this tile first, it's going to isolate and leave 5 as well, isn't it? But I've got 2 fighters. The important number, it's the number of fighters you're putting in this tile. So I'm going to put 2 on this, and that's a chance to disrupt him with a 6 result. However, then if we do happen to succeed and isolate that within the first 2, then the attack on this is only going to be a 4 disruption result. And I wonder if, no, see, because if I went for that one first, no, I think you might be better. See, because getting damage markers on it as well can help with the disruption, clearly. If I took a chance and went for that one first, and we got really lucky and got a 6 disruption, and remove that tile, then we're down to 5 on this, and then if we get lucky with that, then we're down to 3 on that. But however, that has split 3 tiles away. And if we don't get lucky with this, but we maybe get a damage result on it, this is what I was thinking here. I think I might try that. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. I'm probably going to look back on this and say, oh, you should have done that this way, Grant. You shouldn't have done that first. So I think I'm going to... Is that silly? If I knock this tile out, 1, 2, 3, we're still going to have 5 attached. We're only going to have 5 aircraft attached, though. But if we don't knock it out, which is maybe more likely, then we might get damage on that, adding to the ability to disrupt. Then the disruption on this is going to be a 7, isn't it? Let's do that. Let's do yellow 2. And, right, so we've set our approach up. We're now going to burst. We've got light bombers. I've shuffled the deck up. Yeah, we're good to go. Okay, so yellow 2. What is it again? Comes on. Yeah, it's the top row. And we are attacking from the tail. Remember, we've got that penalty. Which isn't so good. If we take a hit, it's more than likely going to be worse. Right, so, yeah, tail, top, tail, yuck. Right, well, yeah, we're not getting anything added to that. So we've not got 13. We've got 6, and he's jammed. He's yellow 2, yeah, that doesn't matter. Well, that was rubbish. Nah, I better put it on top of them while they're on the tiles. I like putting it on the side, but while they're on the tiles, I think I need to put them on top. So So that was that, and it was join up tiles coming in from the tail, jammed. So that's that. So will we come back? Will we come down to this now? I think so. Right. Okay. I'm gonna go Hurricane Leader, Yellow Leader, attacking this bomber. He is our ace pilot. So again, tailed, and it's a top row. Top row tailed. Okay, well, it's a damage. So it's a damage, a low ammo, and a return fire. Well, let's do it. Let's do it in that order. The thing is, he can cancel an icon, hit a return fire marker, maybe drawn before making this decision. I might actually want to use this because remember we're getting the penalty, and if I can cancel. If we draw a return fire and it's a hit, I then will cancel it because then we'll not have to draw the other hit. If I draw a return fire and it's maybe not a hit, I could maybe, or if it was a low number, yeah, but you've got to, the thing is with the penalty you've got to draw another one. Okay, let's have the pointed damage here first, on the bomber. So, let's see what we get. This is going to add to the, well, unless it knocks it out of the, which it might. It's a fuselage with a 12. So this would mark it fallen if we happen to roll a 12. Right, it's only a 9, so no, kind of think I wanted that result. Because that's now added, so that's us now looking at a 7 when we come to, well, this. And then these, assuming that's still attached. So then we've got low ammo for Yellow Leader, and then we're gonna look at the return fire marker first, and possibly use our skill. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a hit marker, but we're looking at it to see if it is a hit. Right, it is a hit. I can look at this. Right, it's an 8 to the fuselage. I think we're chucking that. Because remember, we've got to draw another one as well. Fuselage isn't the worst, Grant. I know, but I'm gonna have to draw one more. When it says you pick the worst, I'm assuming it means the worst number. Where does it tell us about that one? I was just reading that. Is it not on the charts there or something? Yeah. Whenever time fires reveal to be a hit, draw a second hit marker, compare them and keep the higher number to the other back. Yeah. Oh, stop. Stop. We're at low altitude. We're not getting this penalty. I'm forgetting it's Stukas, just as well, I'll call it that. So it says if it's light bombers, you ignore the penalty if it's low altitude. Oh, that was close. I bet you were all getting ready to add another mistake there, weren't you? Well, you maybe added that and maybe remove it now. Let's just try to see in the book here if it gives any more. That was just on the player aid. I mean, I'm sure that's fine. I know the bit I'm looking for. Here it is here. Tail, if the return fire result is a hit, flip the marker over, it becomes a hit marker, and then draw a second hit marker. Right, we know all that. And it gives you a wee a description. Bombers were equipped with rear-facing guns. Light bomber exception, Stuka. The tail penalty applies only when the approach is tail high. Stukas did not have ventral guns, so we're not getting the penalty. That still makes me wonder. I still should probably cancel it, shouldn't I? And an 8's pretty tough. Yeah, I think I still cancel that. So, but yeah, we're not getting that penalty. So he's the ace, H Hall, I think it is. I'm going to turn him upside down. Unfortunately, because he's an H, it doesn't look like nothing's changed, but I should see his head's upside down. So, right, so I'm going to cancel that then. It feels like awful early on, but again, I don't think this patrol. I can see now that the patrol shouldn't be going on as long as they did in that very first one that I've done. Because it should be more in and out. You know, we should just be flying this. But the good reason to cancel that is we can go into round 2 now with him, whereas we probably wouldn't be going into round 2 because he would have been up in the fate box. Well, you've got to assume that you're not going to achieve an 8 or higher, but it could have happened. So we've got the damage, we've got the low ammo, we've done the return fire and we cancelled that. That's a spent our ace skill. Oh, I'm forgetting my little red cubes on it now. Come on, Grant. So this guy done his thing. Sorry, not showing you that. He's finished, and now yellow leader's finished. Yeah, I still need to go with yellow 3 first, I think, before I then move on to them. So yellow 3, now yellow 3, no, he's regular, he's fine. Okay. Right, yellow 3, so it's a top row coming in tailed and no penalty to be had. Top row coming in tailed with an 8. No, he's not green, that's good. Oh, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is an 8. We're getting the 8, aren't we? Right, let's be careful about this because we've blundered before. So we're dealing a point of damage. Right, hang on here. But well, we need the damage to make the 8 because at the moment we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aircraft all joined together, and 1 damage. That's 7. So we need the 8. Yellow 3 is not a green pilot. He's one of the 3s that was not green, so that doesn't count. That doesn't count until we do that. So we need to do that. We need to do that first. Yeah, see if this knocks this out then. Do we not? Well, no, then the disruption. No, if it calls the aircraft to be fallen here, we're then not going to get that 8, are we? Anyway, right, here's the hit. Oh, well, we're gonna have to work that out because that's what's happening. No, it's not. 1 engine hit for us took us destroying it as well. I think that was a bad result for us. So sitting right now, we've got 8. I don't think we can count that though, because you've got to do it in the order. Before we can count this disruption, that destroys him. Sorry, I'm on the wrong one. I'm forgetting we're not fighting the same one. It's this guy here, isn't it? So that goes there. I suppose that's kind of good in a way because it leaves that there. It's not going to make up to 8 though, is it? Or is it? Oh, it is. It is. It's fine. I think if it had went there, yeah, that's fine. So hang on. Green pilot doesn't count. Damage. We've done a damage. Engine damage on a Stuka destroys that. We remove that. We put a destroyed marker on that. Right? Yeah, this is going to work still. And then we credit yellow 3. That engine hit marker can go back. We credit yellow 3 for a kill, a bomber kill. Yellow 3 is, looking up there, N. Newman. Gets a bomber kill. And then we check the disruption, because nothing happens to this tile due to that. When we check disruption, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planes, 7, 8. Yeah, it works. So hold on guys, let me leave this question in here then. If this had not been attacking this and it had been attacking that, and we then got a destroyed result on that, which kind of takes that fuselage damage, it means there's only 1 counter here instead of 2. So am I right in thinking that that then doesn't achieve the disruption result, because we've only got 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 for the destroyed marker, 7. So I'll leave that question in everybody. I mean, I think that would be the case. So you can see how, well, yeah, by doing it the way I've done it, it's worked. I mean, yeah, how do you know these things are going to come out that way? But, well, that was lucky then. That was lucky. Yeah, so we've got an 8, 6 aircraft, 2 counters, so that's going to disrupt this tile. The only problem is it's now going to reduce our disruption on these to 4, isn't it? But I did say that, so this is coming away. These are still all attached, and this tile's isolated like that. He's now marked finished. I marked him down for his kill. Good. That card goes away. So yeah, so now we're fighting on this tile with a disruption number of only 4. So that's going to be a bit rough. We do have 3 shots at it, however. So I think we've went about it the right way. Well, it looks like we went about it the right way. Because if he gets a damage, that turns it into 5. If he gets a damage, that turns it into 6, and then he might get the 6. Okay, so we're back doing burst again now. One of these is a green pilot. It's red 3. Now let's just do red leader first. So red leader. So top row tailed. Top row tailed. So damage, ammo, and return fire. Which isn't the best, but the damage part of it is good. So we get a damage. And this is the middle bomber. Right, we're knocking them at the sky. We'll just as well have done this as well. So we're knocking them at the sky. That's a cockpit hit. So that's another destruction. I'm not messing about here. If that's starting to look like I'm just cruising along here. So red leader is just wiped out another bomber. Red leader is E. So that's every. That's his 4th kill. 3 bombers and one escort. And yeah, this is still going to add to things here. So, but what else have we got? We've got low ammo and we've got return fire, right? Okay, so this is maybe the not so good bit. But we now know that we're not going to have to draw 2 hit markers here if it is a hit marker. So, drawing the return fire for the red leader. He's just a regular pilot. So, check. It is a hit. Oh, it's a rubbish one. It's a bad one. It's a bad one. It's a 9 engine. 9 engine. Yuck. That's every as well, and he's almost. Well, I say he's got 4 kills. He'd be looking at getting a skill sometime soon, and now he's going to struggle along, I think. Plus, the engine. I suppose the engine fate box regarding bailout is quite. You kind of hoping he gets a hospital result, I think. So that was that, and that. Yeah, that's fine. So that's him done. Well, let's do red 3. He is a green pilot. So same again, same top row, tailed, right along to here. Oh. Right. Well, if I was getting lucky, I think it's running out now. So green pilot takes a hit. He is green. And we've got a 10 here, which is, we're not getting that, are we? Right, let's get his hit. And this is a straight up hit. This is not return fire, so that was a hit marker anyway. Well, that's a good one. Wing 3. So, bit of good luck there. And then, of course, 10, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that does not add up to 10. So that's that. So we've only got red 2. Can red 2 do it? Remember, we need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless there's a damage on it, of course, then it could be a 6. We might get a lucky one. So again, top row, tailed. It's a 7. Looked at that straight away. So he's jammed and the 7's not going to do it. Yeah, didn't finish so well, did it? However, I did think we were going to have to wait until round 2 to be able to maybe start doing some things. We did get 1 split off. Problem is, I reckon we're going to lose at least 1 fighter. We've got 2 that are jammed. Well, anyway. Right, that's all our burst complete. We're now going to disengage. Right, okay, that's everybody disengaged. So now we're going into our hit checks, aren't we? Right, okay. So we've got red leader, who's got a 9 engine. Yeah, we could really do with this one. Yeah, I probably say that all the time. Right, so a 9 or better to avoid his fate. Oh, spot on, look at that. I tell you, yeah, somebody made a comment. Sorry, don't know the name. It's one of the ones that a name didn't jump out at me. Saying that he was laughing a little about some of my fate box die rolls and whatever. I don't think he wasn't meaning he was mocking it. He was just thinking, oh, I've been there, I've seen that and whatever. I don't think I've been that unlucky, really. I think, maybe the bits he's been looking at have been. I said that I think I've had a bit of good luck, a bit of bad luck. Like, it's a die roll, isn't it? It's like, that's where the excitement comes in a lot of these games, isn't it? I mean, okay, it's random. You could roll the dice all the time and get luck, but, well, can you? It's meant to be random, so. Anyway, we got good there. So we got a 9 or higher. So that was just turned into a trivial hit. So now we've got the 3 for the wing. Right, well, let's hope we that was the good luck, and let's just hope this isn't the bad luck then. So a 3 or better. Right, we've got an 8, so we're good there as well. Right, well, that's made this far better than it looked, for sure. Right, so that's our hit checks done. We now resume where we were, which is the interception sequence, isn't it? We didn't come in here from the raid vector sequence. That's only if you're doing the straggler in a minute. So, interception sequence. So, yeah, we'll just go to the next card. But I think we just come pretty much straight back to the bomber area anyway, don't we? So that was our bomber's orders. Cruise orders, we've no more orders up there, so... Yeah, I'm just thinking back to us taking out that station. There's a lot of good things happened with that, wasn't there? Well, first of all, we only needed to roll a 5 to intercept the bombers, but if that was still there, we needed a 10. And even if it's suppressed, it wouldn't have counted. So that, it could have been suppressed right now. And okay, it'll come back, but the other thing being, if we had failed at the bomber roll, my guess is we would only been attacked by that. Well, that might have been just as bad, maybe. And then, of course, the other thing is, when we move into the escort reaction card, the high station's not got anything in it as well. So you can see that, and that's now made me think that splitting things up there into 2, it looks like it's worked pretty well. I mean, okay, we've not got as many fighters, and you're probably only talking about 2 rounds at the bombers. So, I mean, I need these 6 guys. I'm hoping these 6 guys can split out 2. We're going to be, we're going to be rolling. We're going to be looking at a 7 disruption to start with on that one. Saying that when that one then goes away, we're looking at 3. Yeah, it depends how many we put on that. Right, anyway, getting ahead of myself again. So with no cruise orders, so now we go into bomber formation and into the entropy phase, innit? Yeah. If none of your RI fighters are in the bomber formation, well, they are. 49 minutes. Yeah, I should be able to get this finished. So, yeah. Oh, stop. I disengaged them. Oh, I'm just going to take it this time. because we've rolled dice to like hit checks, haven't we? I get the feeling I would have left the guy tailing this, the guy tailing this. Well, hang on, he was one of the hits, wouldn't he? But wouldn't you have left it though, Grant? I think I can allow myself to rewind that, can I? The new information that I've got is the two pilots survived though from the hit checks, and I would have had to decide if they were disengaging before the hit check. Well, obviously the two guys down here, they were yellow. It was yellow leader and yellow 3, I think, were down here. Yellow 2 was on this guy. He's got jammed guns. Anyway, so it's just that I probably would have stayed engaged to these, wouldn't I? Even the ones with the hits on though, would I not have just left them engaged anyway? Can you leave them engaged if they're hit? I think so. And then if they become put to the fate box, then I assume that that's fine as well. Disengage. All RAF fighters engaged, right. Exception, RAF fighters on tail approach may choose to remain engaged. Yeah, I'm going to go back here. I think that's okay. Now, well, I'm saying I'm going to go back there. I might need to pause the video and have a look. Yeah, I've done this the last time, I think. I'm forgetting that they can stay engaged. So I'm going to put them back. Because I'm as well having some coming in from the tail and the rest coming in from the flank. I'm not going to delay anything. So if I don't keep them engaged, it means they're all going to have to come in from the flank. I might as well have some. So, okay, I'm going to rewind things there a little bit. Boo. Okay, give me a minute till I go and have a look. Right, okay, that's me back. I'm at 52 minutes here. Yeah, so I had a look and we had all red section. Red leader was on this, so clearly he's not staying engaged because that's destroyed. Red 3 is here. And I think this is one of the ones that took the hit. He took the 3 wing, didn't he? But I would have left him engaged, wouldn't I? I should. This guy's staying engaged although he's jammed. And this guy, the yellow one, yellow 2 is staying engaged though he's jammed as well. I think that's fine. I don't think I'm, messing about too much there. Okay, so I've got 3 other, because that's us into the, we're going to just organise our approach again. So these guys can come in from anywhere, but anything other than the flank, they're going to be delayed. So I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to bring them all in from the flank. So let me have a look. Right, okay, so I'm kind of thinking this. So it means I'm going to have 2 aircraft on this. This one's going on, in fact, put it over there just to make sure we don't think it's on this tile. So obviously I'm wanting something to come in the flank to avoid to maybe get the dorsal gunner hit. I was worried about this because this is jammed. I want to do these 2 first. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they've got 2 chances at a 7. But because there's only 2 of them, once they go away, then we're looking at only a 5 down here. But then we are having 4 shots at that. So I think that's about right. The only slight problem with this is jammed, and if he was to get a damage result, well, he's going to go second though, Grant, isn't he? I don't think that matters. Right, let's go with that then. Let's go with that. So I'm clearly going to do yellow leader first. He's got low ammo coming on this guy from the flank. So again, it's top row for all this. He is our ace pilot, but he's used his ace still. So we're now going to burst. However, this is flank, this is starboard this time. So top row starboard for yellow leader. Needing a 7. I think you're going to get it, aren't you? Yeah, because he's low ammo. So top row, starboard, yeah, we're going to get this. Because although we're sitting at 7, the dorsal gunner's going to make it 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so we do the well, he's going to take more low ammo, so he's going to be no ammo now. Well, hang on. No, you don't do that result first, Grant. I'm not sure it matters or not, but we're going to deal with plenty of damage first. Yeah, I'm probably being a bit anal there, but I don't know if it works that way or not. But anyway, so we get the dorsal gunner hat, and then it's this one here, yeah. Dorsal gunner hat. We then get marked. We're on low ammo, so that becomes no ammo. And then our disruption numbers an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Okay, good. So this tile isolates, which isolates that one, which is fine. And he's done. Is that right? Yeah. And now the dorsal gunner's out as well on that, so if he was to get return fired upon, he's not going to get hit. Good. Okay, I think that worked well. Yeah, because I only put 2 on that, so there was risks. I'm going to have to get this wrapped up, actually. I'm going to have to get the dogs out. So, right, so we're doing this guy. Remember, he is jammed. Dorsal gunner. So now this is and remember, this is now been isolated, so we do count this as an isolated tile for this attack. So it's the middle row coming in from the tail. So middle row, tail even. I don't think he's green. Yellow section, no, hasn't got a green one. No, so we're okay there. Well, actually, we'd avoid that. That's just a straight up hat, not a return fire. Would they avoid that hat there coming in from the tail? Dorsal gunners out, maybe. So we've got a low ammo, and a green hat. He's not green. He is going to get low ammo. Now the jammed. Yeah, it depends on the jammed result. What depends on the jammed result, Grant? There's no damage. No, it's fine. We're not causing a damage. Right, it was tailed, independent, tile, isolated tile. Yeah, we've done that. We've done the low ammo. It's got a 2 suppression. Is that the right word? Distress, that's it. 2, so we've got 1, 2, 3. So he is going to be fallen. So he falls out now. That goes in there. This is still. We need the aircraft gun, Stuka. So there's a Stuka. There's its dorsal gunner damage. It's now a lone bomber. And then this is still engaged at 2, although they're about to become unengaged anyway, aren't they? And that was that. Okay, good. Right, let's see if we can achieve this then. So we're going to get 4 shots at our disruption is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment. So let us do yellow 3 here first. Yellow 3 is coming in from the port, and it's so top row, port, 7. However, we're getting a hat that's just 1 short on it. A hat's going to take it to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So low ammo for yellow 3. And then it's going to damage it. So yeah, we're going to draw a damage chip. It's the wing this time. Yeah, nothing more exciting doing. And then so wing damage on him. And then his disruption was a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that doesn't apply. That's good though. I think we're going to get this. So now we're looking at a 6 we need. So not sure it matters who we go for next, but well, let's mark him finished looking at. Right, so I'm going to go for this guy now. So he's at low ammo. This is Red Leader. He is just regular. So Red Leader again, top row port or starboard 11, not good. He's going to get marked low ammo. He was low ammo, so he's going to be now no ammo. And he's done. So okay, starting to look a little 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 6. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Red 3. He's a green pilot. So Red 3 tailed, top row tail. It's an 11 again. Right, we're struggling. We're going to have to rely on the jammed guy at the end. So top row tail, yeah, we've got return fire and an 11. We're not getting an 11. We are, however, getting a return fire. Why is that card still sitting there? So return fire, he's a green pilot, which might matter because some of the chits have the return fire side have a green symbol. So time we don't want one of them. Right, it is just a straight up hit. And remember, his dorsal gunner was not damaged. Fuselage 4, that's a very good one. Because good chance of getting out of that. Sorry, that's going on there. Good chance of getting out of that, and if not, the fuselage box isn't the worst. Okay, so we got one more shot at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a 6 disruption number. And remember, the jam side of that's not going to matter unless, of course, we need the damage that it's going to do. So tailed, top row tailed, looking for a 6. It's not to be. We do have a damage possibility, but it's a 10. Yeah, we got some. Yeah, they weren't going in our favour that time for sure, but it does look like we've been quite lucky with some of these numbers. Because that was 3, 11, and 11, and a 10, I think. So I've got damage, low ammo, return fire, and the 10 is not going to count. Because even with the damage, if we get it's still 7 or something. Well, let's check for the damage first. So he's jammed, so we need an even result for the damage to work. Odd, I'll just remove the jam marker. We get the even, so we're getting the damage. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I was thinking if we destroy this, would that not knock the tail? But no, remember, because it's still connected, that still works. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna apply the damage. The jam marker stays on, remember, because we got the hit. There's another wing. Yeah, just normal wing. And we take low ammo. And we take return fire. And remember, the 10's not going to count. So return fire for this guy is... Oh, well, he's not... I don't think he is green. No, that was the last one we didn't want that one on. No, yeah, he's red 2, isn't he? Red 2 is not. That's Ackland, that's Martin. He's just regular, so that's not going to count, and that just gets chucked back. Excellent, got away with that one. Like I say, the 10 suppression doesn't work, so I'm afraid that is going to be that. Not quite, we were close, but yeah. So now we're going to disengage. Okay, so time to think about it now. Right, we didn't think the last time. Let's disengage everybody that's not tailing anything anyway. Right, okay, I have two. This is the one that I had up there, but I just moved it down to like make it fit in a bit better. I'm starting to worry. These lost contact ones up there are getting a bit close to this down here. These are disengaged that were coming in from the flank. And then obviously I'm just wondering about these, I suppose. This has got a fate check still to roll, but these are still engaged from the tail. This one's low ammo and jammed. This one's low ammo and jammed. This one's just against the independent one, so it's maybe not so important. The problem is, though, Grant, it's more than likely going to drop their bombs, aren't they? I think you just disengage everybody, and then if we get lucky and they don't drop the bombs, we just come in on the flank, maybe next turn. Because we've got 2 guys with no ammo as well up here. Although we do have the possibility of trying to... Oh no. Oh, in fact, hang on. I've got all these showing lost contact. They're away, aren't they? When we make contact... Did we make contact first? No. Did they not go up there through Messersmith? You know what? I can't remember. I'm like losing touch now. I don't think they went up there due to Messersmiths this time. Did they? We've only revealed 2 vector tiles. One I want to say was a straggler. One put the raid marker on. We've not had Messersmiths. How did these get up here then? How did that come about again? Oh, Grant, no. We gave it an order. We gave it an escort order. Yeah, so I think these still can maybe come back. Yeah, well, we've not done an awful lot of that as well. So I think I will disengage everybody. Because the next chance is going to be that they might be just dropping their bombs anyway. So let's disengage everybody. Okay, that's everything. Let's say this lone bomber down here. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 points at well, in actual fact, we've got another 2 as well. These were destroyed by our fires. So okay, so we disengaged everybody. We now need to check our hit checks. We've only got 1 for the fuselage. 8. Okay, bounced back there. I was wondering where we were going there, but it's good. So 4 at the fuselage. So that's that. We now resume. So I'm going to have to wrap things up here. We resume to the escort reaction. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be next. And mind, that's pretty good as well, because we've only got this one. And okay, you could get the ambush, but that's where we're at. We're at escort reaction step. Still really enjoying this. I did have a little bit of thought of thinking, like, is it becoming too much? Could I do a little bit of a break? And then I got up this morning wanting to get up here and get on that again. So yeah, good game. It is a good game. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Right, I'll be back a bit later. Cheers.